find that what I have noticed with a lot of, healers, coaches, star seeds, light workers, they have amazing, incredible gifts.
Yes.
A lot of them they don't even have the resources. Like, where do they start when they have no resources? So I know that when there's a will, there's a way, and things will
Mm-hmm.
work. For me, for example, the way that things worked out, I was still working at a full-time job when it came to me to invest huge in a mentor. I
Right.
did not have the money available, although because I had a full-time job, I was able to apply for a
Right.
loan so I could pay that off in
Right.
installments. But for someone right now, because a lot of people also lost their job, like the structure of everything has changed so much in the last couple of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in that time. I actually tried to also get back to a job, but I couldn't, because in Australia, like, it was all happening back then. I couldn't find anything. So, what, where does someone that has no access to money, for example, right now, like, do you have any advice? I know this could be a huge. I'm not sure if there's an answer to this question.
So I actually led a training, and I get where you're going with this.
Yeah.
I actually led a training this year called the Priestess Portal, and I kind of broke down the different initiation phases that healers go through. While I
Mhm.
feel like the divine calls them forward, initiates them, and invites them. And through these different initiations, we're at different stages of our growth and development. So for like somebody so the divine gave me my healing modalities. I didn't go to like a class and learn Reiki. The divine taught me mine. So in my internship, I had to work while I was practicing on people for years. And I was doing $20 sessions, $40 sessions if I took any money at all. But it was really a lot of times for the experience under my belt. And as you're doing that work, you're healing and upgrading yourself. So I'm not sure which phase you're talking about when you're talking about the resources. The phase that I mentor and help a lot of healers through, I feel like if I could give a healer advice, once you have some modalities under your belt and you're like, I would really like to see myself doing this, helping people with this kind of magic the rest of my life, I think everyone should go learn divine communication for themselves. Like, I think everything from that point on should be a co-creation with the divine, with soul, because I think every choice you make after that, if you want it to be as straight line as possible with the most soul aligned mentors or classes, because the people I mentor, they have too many certifications. They have too much. They should have stopped a long time ago, because now they've almost cluttered up their field with too many codes and too many tools in their belt, and they're not sure how they go together. So one of the things I end up helping, and I don't want anybody to throw anything away, but the divine will give you, or if somebody worked with somebody like me, I mentor people on how to create like a love and care package. And that's how you get out of the single service sessions for, 1 hour for $60. But you need to have enough experience with the tools in your tool belt that you understand how they work together. So I usually recommend people divinely co-create a love and care package, figure out who their soulmate ideal client is, and that's where you start selling or offering a service that's more of a transformation package rather than an hour on Tuesday and an hour on, because you'll never get off that bicycle of trying to fill those hours or that time, and you're not serving the client for the long haul. And New Earth tells us we want to make them the experts of their healing. So that means we should be teaching them the tools, teaching them the way, and kind of sending them to go take care of themselves after a period of time. I mean, how many clients are you now teaching them what you do? Are you?
Sorry, what was your question?
How many clients are you now teaching what you do?
A few. There's quite a few. Like the post I wrote the other day, I said I never, until a couple of years ago, I never saw myself teaching. I never thought I would be teaching what I'm teaching nowadays, because it comes so naturally. Yes.
Yeah. So I think most healers would need to keep some sort of, either be at a hobby level or have another source of income while they're going building their skills in their tool belt. I think you can probably go full time once you have like this love and care package put together. That can usually be a 4-figure experience, and the divine will tell you or show you how many you can hold, either one at a time or a group or whatever your business model and your energy can hold. This is what I do with healers day in and day out, is get them off the single service sessions and into the love and care package, kind of where they can make a promise and they can facilitate an outcome, and the resources completely changes. I think as long as healers are selling their time by the hour or the minute in single services, they're always going to be in scarcity. I just do. I don't know that can be an only source of income full time. You're not going to have enough hours in the day for the level of self-care that New Earth requires, and for the abundant life that you know that you deserve, and you're not taking a client through a full transformation. And I think you need at least 3 tools in your tool belt to promise an outcome and provide a transformation, at least 3. But like I said, most of the people that I mentor, they have too many tools. Like, they should have stopped a while ago. And it's kind of muddied things up because we get excited. I think we get in there and we're like, ooh, I can do this, especially if you're an energy wizard and you see all these different modalities. I just see people sign up for like one thing after another, after another, after another. So then when I, talk to them about like what their soul is coded to bring to this new earth and what transformation they want to provide, their brain is really stuck on the modalities that it's hard to get them off the modality service. When I say, what do you want to do with these people? They don't think big picture transformation. They think of all of the skills that they have and all the modalities. We have Facebook user. I don't have a name, but I have a beautiful comment that they love this. Thank you. I've been sitting lately with what tools I need or have, and if I have enough to do a love and care package. So hopefully these pointers help you a little bit. I recommend at least 3. Get really excellent at them. Put them together. Make divine communication an absolute must. She teaches it. I teach it. Find somebody that you trust. Get it in your belt. It's going to save your life, your biz, everything. It'll keep you from wasting money with misaligned coaches and courses and drama. Trust me. Rubia, can't you vote on the divine communication being the key to everything that's good?
I love what you share, because you basically described my journey, and I didn't know that I was doing that. I officially started my business 4 years ago, and the first couple of years when I didn't have a mentor, I was basically trialing and error. Like, it was trial and error. And I was doing all the things like $40 sessions, like $80 sessions. And then people would come and I was like, okay, I don't like this and I don't like this. And then I became a theta healer 2 years ago, because it was the one thing that changed me, that showed me what I need to fix in order to be where I'm at today. But since I've done theta healing qualification, I've never done anything else. And I also shift and change. I mold things to be the way that it works with me. And one of the most powerful things that I offer, which is the transgendering, I didn't do any course for that.
Yes.
And being in the mentorship, I was like, I really need to transition. Like, how do I transition or have a higher, I still do 101, but the 101 that I do is 500 Australian dollars, which is because the transformation, it's so huge.
Yeah.
So huge. Like, the people, that's why I have put it at a higher price, because there is no way. And when I was doing, this is really interesting. When I was doing my sessions for like around $200, the people that were coming, paying that, they were not receiving.
They were implementing it, and they weren't integrating.
They were not receiving. Like, wow, yes, I'm going to come and talk to this being for $200.
And lower than that, if you go lower than that, you become the entertainer.
Yes,
I
100%.
got myself out of that financial bracket real quick. I didn't want it, no offense. Like
Yes.
I knew the level, and you probably experienced this too. The level of information that we're bringing to the table is so powerful. It's so much teaching, it's healing, it's guidance, and it needs to be wrapped in a way and delivered in a way that feels holy. It feels important. It feels powerful. And I was in the psychic circuit for a while, and I just didn't want to be the $20 for 20 minutes for my mom and I are going out for lunch and we're going to pop in and get a reading. Like, I had to pull myself out. I didn't even know that existed before my psychic skills really came on. And then I tried it because I thought that was the pinnacle of success for psychics, but it 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 drained me, and it, as a mentor inside, I'm a mentor, it killed me to not see people utilize this powerful information to make really impactful changes to their lives.
Mm.
Yeah. So for that, do you mind if I ask, for that $500 session that people have with you, do you follow up with them with a replay and give them like pieces of a formula that to help them, like, to so they can integrate and continue receiving?
In the past, I used to, and then one of my teachers says a lot of the times allow do that during the session. So it stopped feeling in alignment. So what I do
Mm,
now, I implemented this actually quite recently. I actually have a little form that I want to know exactly what their intention is before they come onto the session.
sure,
And
sure.
then I start. So what my team and my spirit team and I do, we start working on their field the moment that they book the session. And a lot
Mm,
of people come in and they're like, I have all these things happening to me in the last week because they may book the session a week before.
mm-hmm.
Yes, you're being prepared. And like sometimes there's things that may come up to the surface that they're not dealing with because we're going to
Mm-hmm.
deal with that during
Yeah,
the session. And then at the end of the session, I have home tasks. So I
yeah.
give them home tasks and I explain the integration process and I tell them and I leave it open. If they need further support via message, I say, you're welcome to message me. And they
Okay.
usually just message me, oh my God, my life has changed. I had this. A client the other day said to me, I attracted, because she was working with abundance, she attracted $10,000 out of nowhere.
Yeah.
After we worked, we went deep into abundance and she had a chat to the being. So the yeah, the transformation is, and I have had mentors tell
Yes.
me your session is worth at least $1,000.
Yeah.
And I know people doing what I'm doing that they charge like $2,000. And I'm still okay doing for that amount because at the
Mm-hmm.
moment, this is the thing, this is a journey, right?
Yeah.
This is a journey, and I do honor my journey. A lot of people, they will shame where their journey is at,
Yeah.
where I look back where I've come from doing $40 sessions to like $500
Right.
less clients. I honor that. And I know that one day I'm not going to be offering this anymore. And that's why I'm not going to. It's only going to be for people that come and work in private mentorship,
Mm.
or it's going to be a minimum of 3 months where people
So,
come.
if you don't mind, I'm going to interrupt you for a second, because what you've just described to me, and I feel like more than one person on this call needs to hear this, so I'm going to say it to you, but I want you to know this serves the greater good for replay. So when you hear this and it hits for you, please give us some thumbs up or some emojis in the comments. What you've just described to me has pre-work, session, and aftercare. That is already a love and care package. And
Hmm.
so I think it might be for you or your soulmate clients. This, I don't know that session is the right word for it. And you might want to sit with changing the dialogue around that, because you're actually providing a transformation and you already know it. You just described it to me.
Yeah.
So when you change the name of it and the connotation of session, and I love that it's gone from a $40 session to, and we love to see our glow up, don't we? But really you're capping it by calling it a session when you're
Mm.
already providing it a transformation. Transformation makes me feel like I'm going to be able to just open up and fall into your arms. You're going to take such good care of me. You've got everything laid out, and you know your process. You are an expert at this process. So I'm going to, if you don't mind, unsolicited advice as it may be, because you have those components, the before and after care, and the transformation with the individual session, I say change the name of this. This is a love and care package. Check in with the divine to see if they do want you to offer a replay to the client, because maybe they need to hear something more than once in there. And you can code it with certain frequencies when they watch the replay, that it expands their architecture, opens more things for them. And I say, when you give it that new name and you have those conversations with the divine, the price point might go up again to complement the realistic expectation of the client being a transformation and not just a session.
Okay. The name of the session is Cosmic Channeling and Transformational Breakthrough.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's.
I call it, but I'm not sure what I would because I do call it then 101 private session. There is a session at the end there, so maybe 101 private
transformation. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay. Okay. I'm hoping that's helping for some people.
That will serve a lot of people.
Okay. Yes. Good.
Thank you so much for checking out this video today. Be sure to like the video, share, subscribe to my channel. And if you really had a wonderful experience on this video, I invite you to share your reflections in the comments section. I love reading those. And if you would like to explore some more of my juicy magic and medicine, please visit my website at newearthmagicschool.com and register for my email list. I've got some things that you're going to love exploring.